A 17-year-old girl told her mother she was leaving for 2 weeks. Didn't ask. No name, no address, no questions asked. She never came home. If you have a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter, this conversation could be the one that keeps her safe.
Breaking tonight, the man accused in the murder of 17-year-old Tania Titi Tovar is now behind bars. 51-year-old Abraham Feinblum was arrested Friday morning. Feinblum is now facing murder and resisting arrest charges and is being held without bail.
This is the man and this is the moment. 51-year-old Abraham Feinblum was taken into custody.
Adult black women on the internet are killing young black girls. When are we ready to have that conversation? Because we all know goddamn why that 17-year-old girl saw that 51-year-old, 50-something-year-old man as an option. Because every day she gets on this internet, every day, it's grown-ass black women like her doing content. There's a page on Instagram that I blocked 2 days ago. It's called Swirl Content. I went there. I couldn't believe it. Some of the most beautiful black women you would imagine in the comments dropping pictures, looking for a white man, looking for a white man, looking for a white man. Pasta lobster content, black men ain't shit content. They found out that one of the biggest anti-black men and pro-interracial relationship content on Twitter was run by a teenage black girl. She hasn't had any experience with any black men in real life. All she knows about black men is everything older black women are telling her, go get your white man. They got money. Go get you an older white man. That is exactly what this girl went looking for because y'all told her that shit. But that's a conversation we're never going to have. Last year, 2025, last year, more than 30 young girls went up to meet older white men and died. The women that should be telling them to stay away from these dangerous men are on the internet telling them stay away from us and go to them. Because why? When I say us, I don't mean adult men. I mean, that girl, right now, that 17-year-old girl's biggest fucking problem, her biggest fucking problem should be that her boyfriend doesn't want to go skateboarding with her.
Welcome back to Family Still Matters. I'm Deborah. What we are about to talk about is happening right now to real girls in real families, and it could possibly be your family. Please stay all the way through before you react, because what you learn in the next few minutes may be the most important thing you hear today. This channel exists because family really does still matter. The children we raise, the truth we speak, the clarity we fight to keep in a culture that too often excuses what it should be confronting. What we're about to talk about should be confronted, not excused away. There is an online community, hundreds of thousands strong, built around one message and one message only. Black women should stop dating black men and pursue older white men instead. People call it swirling or divesting. It lives on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and dedicated dating websites. And the message is the same everywhere. Older white men have money. Black men are not worth your time. Go get yours, girl. Here is what most parents do not know. This content is not staying in adult spaces. It's not restricted. The same algorithm that's serving it to a 35-year-old grown woman is pushing it directly to your 12, 13, and 14-year-old daughter, who is still too young to be dating, too young to she still hasn't figured out who she is and even what she deserves. These girls are so young, they're not even able to analyze what they're watching. They're just absorbing it. They see women who look like them saying older white men are safer, more stable, a better option. They hear it enough times that it becomes their reality. We know this is happening. There is a large anti-men account on Twitter that was discovered to be run by a black teenage girl who has never been on a date or a relationship. But she's got that account speaking against black men. And everything she believes about men came from this wicked content. That is not a girl who found a better life. That's a child that's been shaped by strangers on the internet, so-called creators and influencers, have shaped this child to believe that an older man with money is her only way out. Lord, have mercy. That is why you need to know what your daughter is watching, because she does not have to follow these pages herself to be influenced by them. She just needs to be around girls who do. Tiana Tavar was 17 years old. She told her mom, didn't ask, told her mom she was going to Palm Springs for 2 weeks. She did not say who she was meeting, and sadly, her mom didn't even care enough to ask. And this poor child never came back home. The man arrested for her murder was 51 years old, 34 years her senior. And she went willingly because somewhere along the way, she had learned that a man like that was exactly what she wanted. That is not a coincidence. That is a sad, cultural, societal pattern. Predators know this content exists. They know there are young girls online who have been told that older men are safe, desirable, and worth traveling to meet them across state lines. That's not happenstance. Those are hunting grounds. These sites are hunting grounds. If a girl has spent months watching content telling her age gaps are not a red flag, that older men are more mature, more of a come up, she will not see danger coming because she's been conditioned not to. The FBI listed 13,562 black females as active missing persons in 2024 alone. Black women are murdered at nearly 3 times the rate of white women. And research shows black female victims are 3 times more likely to be killed by someone they deliberately sought out and trusted. The danger is not coming from strangers in the dark. It's coming from men these girls choose to meet. And content that removes every warning sign and replaces it with a green light. And that green light is making that easier for predators every single day. If you create content and young girls are in your audience, good intentions do not cancel out bad outcomes. You have an accountability to these girls. Talking about dating without talking about safety is not guidance. It is negligence. Because a 50-year-old man pursuing a teenage girl is not a come up. It's predation. If you will not say that, you are not protecting anyone. And I'm speaking to you content creators on Swirl and Diversion or Divesting. This message is to you. You have an accountability because you're priming these girls and setting them up for predators. And for parents and caregivers, here's what you can do today. Have the conversation. Ask your daughter what she is watching. Ask her how she would know if a man was safe. Not as an interrogation, but as a connection. Have a real conversation and connect with your daughters or the young girls that you have influence of in your life. Because the goal is not to control her. It is to give her the tools to protect herself when you are not there. Real guidance sounds like this. I need to know where you're going, who you are with, and I need a name and a number before you walk out that door. Not because I do not trust you, because I love you and I know what is out there. See, that's the way my grandmother talked. That's the way the women talked in my time, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Hey, that's the way they talked. They needed to know where you were going, who you were going with, and many times we had a chaperone. We had a chaperone. We wasn't going on our own. They wasn't leaving us. We had an adult chaperone. That is the conversation this online content is replacing in too many homes. And we have to take it back. Young black girls do not need to be told which race of men to pursue. They need to be taught how to identify who is safe, how to trust their instincts, and that their life is worth more than any shortcut they find on the screen. That conversation starts with us, and it should start today. If this video made you think, hit the like button. Leave a thoughtful comment. Tell me what you think needs to be said that nobody is saying. Share this with a mother, a grandmother, an auntie, anyone who has a young girl in their life and they have a level of influence over them. Send it to your family group. Chat right now. And if you believe family still matters and truth is worth protecting, subscribe. Pull up a chair. We need you in this community. Again, I'm Deborah. This is Family Still Matters, and protecting our daughters and our children, that matters too. May God continually to richly bless you. God bless.